Okay. Okay. So this is an awareness session and also how to. So before we start, I just would like to know who here are business owner. Business owner. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. Okay. I would like to know here developer. Who are developer here? I see, I see. Thank you, thank you. And then maybe business side here? Business? No. Okay. Um, okay. So this is me. Put aside on the photo side. I am a IT explorer, I would say myself. I also do a managed service in the cloud security and DevOps. So for your information, this session, there is a previs, so you can scan here. Please scan where you can get the material that you need, and you can do it at home. So you are not doing here, you will be doing at home. Okay, so this session will be break down into 4 topic, which is background, case study, checklist, and tools. So throughout the years, I believe the number is still increasing, which is around 810 million of people or WordPress website is pumping up in the internet. And due to that, I believe business owner here will be having a lot of thoughts how to get secure, how we manage those issue if it's happen. So jikalau sebagai business owner ada masalah in area tu, ini adalah sesi yang terbaik untuk kita ketahui. Dan in fact over 500 website run without doubt on WordPress. So let's give a round of applause on WordPress. Okay. Ilmu ni ataupun sharing session ini boleh digunakan juga untuk yang untuk platform lain, tapi ianya lebih dekat kepada WordPress. Okay. So secara amnya ataupun in general, WordPress has given a big resource to all of you here, to all WordPress user, in hardening or harden the website or harden the web server in general. But I believe a lot of guru here and there have different thought. And due to that, there's a lot of things happen. Because for me, as a person, it is best if you purchase something, you get something, you return back to the originator, not throughout some gurus out there. The reason why is because the resource that have been given by WordPress itself is already sufficient, but of course, due to the customization, different business logic, or maybe a different business budget. Because I know who here have encountered a null plugin. One person, one gentleman over there. Others? Have you encountered null plugin before? Who said yes? Oh, okay. Okay, 3%, okay. So I believe you do use in the production. Oh, okay, testing. That's a good, I would say, cover up. Okay, but the thing is, from what I can see is that many major players tend to use null plugin to start up their businesses. Because I don't know, according to my 60% of database is that way. Because I know some plugins tend to have a pricey tag. And due to that, this group of people are using it. So I'm fully understand. But it is not good move, because if you're using it, it's hard for you to think for the next game or ahead of game. So for the case scenario, this is something happened, and when you had been hit by the incident, it's hard for you to react. Why? Because you didn't know what was the cause, what was the thing or the involvement of pack or maybe packages. So sometimes you just, hey, some people said in the group, maybe some of you are in KKWP or Kedai Kopi WordPress Meetup. So basically, a lot of people will be sharing with you, hey, I think you need to turn off your plugin, all plugin, and then starting to boot up one by one. That is the normal move. But with that, sometimes it doesn't work. So, like it or not, you have to know and find it. So, in order to find it, so you have to know the symptom. Like a doctor. Have you seen a doctor when you go to the clinic without saying anything? You just show your hands, and then that's it. The doctor will know what your disease. Normally, they will ask you, encik sakit apa? Am I correct? Am I correct? So that's why the same goes with this. So you have to know. And by knowing, you have to look at the symptoms. Either the web traffic is heavy, I couldn't add to cart, or maybe there is a print log in the WordPress log or console log. So that is how. When we know some symptoms like this, so in the first case scenario that during, I would say in database that I have, most of it tend to go for the brute force. I believe in here, who has a website that always been getting a hit from the different IP, maybe from China, India, Bangladesh, Pakistan, some from Vietnam. Anyone? No? Oh, okay. I can see 3 people. Maybe you are good. You are good because you know what to do in the first place. That is the pinpoint, so to know. Okay, and then for this case, normally we will use the 2-factor as a remediations because this is the smallest part. And you can use it the built-in or you can use the plugin that you buy. Maybe some of here has custom login page. Who has it? Who use it? That's great because you know where you want to go and what to do. Okay, so yeah, as I mentioned, like brute force, that's the emotion or impressions. Okay, the next is plugins. This is something that I always found out is either null plugin or is a purchase plugin, but I don't know. This is kind of project like 5 years ago, 10 years ago. I just would like to check with you here. How many of you has your own website or maybe client website that has been run the same WordPress for about 5 years. 5 years. Is it update to the latest one or just remain as it is? Remain. You sir? Same. Some update, some are not. Okay. Next. How about you, sir? Only update the core. Okay. At the back. The gentleman with the spec. Just now you raise your hand, right? Remain, is it? Update all everything. This gentleman is good because one of malware loophole, I would say, always coming from the old packages that you haven't updated. According to some researcher that I discussed a couple years ago, we always know that people, 60% WordPress user, I wouldn't say lazy, but is require huge effort to change. And because of that, we tend buat kejap lagi lah. Then the buat kejap lagi tu another 5 years. So try to avoid that, because if you're not, one of the things is that it can be an infestation site for the malware to infect. Sometimes you will see like directly from the host. If you are using web hosting, like maybe a few here, you will see those who have been attacked, and normally you will see in the root directory. You know why? It's because of you giving an access for them to do the work and say hi to your data. Okay. Next, plugin conflict. This one is quite famous due to number of application of plugin. I just want to know here, who has 10 plugin installed in the website right now? Please raise your hands. Okay, 15 plugins. Oh, that's okay. That's a fair amount of plugins. 20 plugins. Wow, that's a lot, sir. Okay, 25. No one? Okay, so I think the farthest is 20. So I mean that's a lot, sir. That's a lot. To be honest, my kind of website normally contain 5 plugins. 5 plugin is the most a lot for me. I used to be when I first start, I used to be running like 30 plugin, to be honest, because I just a dumb developer back then. Install as much as I can, and I wanted to have those features because without the feature I couldn't sustain. I couldn't alive. So back then. But when I first hit by, I believe it was Trojan horse back then, where it infests my WP config. So I got scared. You know why? Because normally those plugins is actually not interconnect, and they have a different setting. You have to work around. So you have to be smart in order to make it work. Back then, you don't have a good support. So you only rely on your friends. Like, buddy, can you help my plugin? Sure cannot. Fix this. Cannot, right? You won't know. So in order to get, you have to mismatch. Find the balance which repository. Sometimes we just upgrade manually on the package. Like for example, nowadays we have npm package manager, which is easier. Back then doesn't have, which you have to do manually, and then you have to code that particular plugin, so it doesn't worth the time. But as goes, it's hard. So doesn't make sense. Okay. So then, in order to do that, you have to deactivate, enable one by one, and then update accordingly. Sometimes you have to say to the boss, the plugin that we just purchased cannot use anymore. Then you got school. Okay. So next, injection. This is something that quite famous because this injection word hold a big weightage in security. You know why? Because there is two areas. One is the project file, another one is database. Ladies and gentlemen, project file is okay if you mess up, because you have so-called JSON file. If you use a builder, right, you have the JSON file, which you can move from that particular place. But if you mess with database, you are dying slowly. Not until you say to boss, our client database is screwed up already, cannot work anymore. Then you know how the sky and earth was. Okay, so in order not to be compromised, you or maybe something that happened already. So the first step what you have to do is that you need to make a clone and quarantine. The reason why the clone is exists because you want to test. Because some company, they have a person who call cybersecurity engineer, where they can do the magic thing that you can't do at all. But sometimes don't. It's like false hope, but you have to rely on it. Okay, so that is the way. And then you have to reset all those admin password. I just would like to know here, admin password, how long that you use? I know in the past, I have a client that simply use my development password, which is I use normal one character only. It works in the past. So how about you guys? How about you, ladies and gentlemen? 8 password, 8 character. Oh, good. 10 character. Or simply you are using 4 character. Really? 20 character? No. 25. Wow, so then good leh. So normally how long that you use? Gentlemen at the back there, the one that share with us 20 plugins. How long you use the character for your password? Yeah. Oh, you copy and paste. You don't know what password you write. Wow. Is anyone here same as the gentleman? Wow. At the back, without question. Huh! Like making a manifesto. All the same. Same. Wow. So dangerous. If I hit your key password manager, sure die already. you know what? Because the reason why I'm saying this is because I used to be one of the researcher that hit key pass. So you have to know, even though you have to save it like 32 character, you have to know. At least you know the first 4 character, and then you have to know the middle and then the back. At least you know. But this one you just copy and paste. Oh, bahaya, right? Okay. So aside from this, you have to use WAF or update your WAF. Okay. So I believe if you use some major brands, you will have this, and if you use, you have to update. Okay, defacement, I think is quite famous kind of hacking, which a lot of customer will be having this. Can use service at the back but cannot go in on the front. Like you cannot go the front door, only can come from the back. So if it happen, take it offline temporarily, restore the clean backup. And normally clean backup is coming from an incremental for weekly basis. Or it hardly for daily, but normally it's weekly lah. And then analyze how it occur. Okay, next, DDoS. Confirm DDoS is something is famous because it slow down, kill your application slowly, but not dying. So all you have to do is that confirm is it the attack refer to DDoS. Enable DDoS protection if you use the major brand. I couldn't mention nanti kena guideline. And then optimize the server resources, which is on the engine side. So if you go to my GitHub, okay, by the way, the QR is my GitHub. So you can find the tune script over there. Continuously looking at the metric. That is the best way. On the checklist basis, primarily this is the list. There is a first measure, ensure website backup. This is already said. And then user access, I already mentioned the strong password policy. 2 FA, use CAPTCHA. Please use. It's free nowadays. File and data security, relocate your WP config, change table prefix and all. Monitoring, please invest. If you have the client that use more or value worth more than 10K, please use. Stupid monitoring tools will do the work. If you so lazy, you can just Google uptime Kumar. Okay, firewall. There's many major brand over there. Even open source is damn good than the closed source. And then you have to do the regular maintenance, which is required not just you, but all user. It's important. Whether you do audit, you do the regular set review, and stay updated with the security threat. Okay, Q&A. How many minutes? MC? 7 minutes. Okay, we have 7 minutes to cram Q&A. Go. Any Q&A? Don't be shy. I don't eat people. I eat food. I just had nasi lemak last night. I don't eat people. It's damn good way. Nasi lemak dengan ayam. Or you want to share? Oh yeah. Yes, sir. Yeah. You go there. Okay, we have our friends here. Are you okay, sir? You're limping.
My name is Jason here.
Hi, Jason.
Yeah, I want to ask you, get your opinion. How can we hide our WordPress so that we're not detected by those hackers, scammers from the internet by using plugin or whatever advice that you can know? Because as you know that if you get scanned WordPress right on the internet, you put your URL, you find that this is WordPress. So if we can prevent this upfront, for example, like if we put a URL there, we detected this is not WordPress, then we are actually safe in the upfront site, not being detected by those scammer bot, So thank you.
Welcome. Okay, so I have a few approach here. One, I'm not sure whether your application required a separate, I would say, looping kind of situation, because if you subscribe VIP WordPress, there is features on that. It's still available. It's just that it masks you with another kind of address that might be nonsense. And then by the time they just bring in, they just like loitering around and browsing, can't do anything. Another one is that I'm not sure whether you are know about how to leverage the HT access. So for those who are not actually well versed with the HT access, you can take a look on the GitHub. There is a tutorial where I already done the script, and then there also the scanner where you can make sure is it visible to the internet or not. So you can take a look, file name, cleaner and inspector. I'm sharing with you. Okay, so this is the script. So you go to, but you get what I'm saying lah. You can go to this GitHub and then run the inspector. It's a Python script, so you have to install Python library and all, and then it will scan whether are you exposed or not. And then if you are done with the cleaner Python script, then you will see those information were not already available. It's just that it don't say anything, but it's still scannable if they have a upload payload. That one is different case lah. Okay, last. Anyone? Last. Yes, sir. At the back.
Hi.
Hi.
Morning. So for just a quick one, for non-technical users like myself, so if we are already hosting on something like SiteGround or WordPress.com, do we need to still worry about hackers if we're already paying for all the security that the major providers provide, or do we still have to try and get very technical or hire someone?
No, you still have to be worried because security is non-compliance. You have to be compliant at all time, 24/7. Every inch, you have to be compliant in order for you not to get ripped by the hacker. Like you have to spend. Yeah. Out of commercial. Yeah. That's what I do. So, last but not least, I think I have one phrase of words. Security is an ongoing process and it never ends, not a one-time setup. So you have to be reminded. Stay vigilant, stay safe, and play safe. Bye.
All right, thank you.